terrorists, the IRA, were not.
In broad daylight, the terrorists mounted a daring attack that struck at the very heart of government.
We had a cabinet meeting on the Gulf War, and the War Cabinet, the most senior, most involved members of the cabinet were there with senior civil servants, Robin Butler and many others.
We were discussing, as it happens at that moment, the risk of Iraqi terrorist action in London and whether there was any possibility that they would launch terrorist attacks. And I remember very vividly that the last word John Major used before the explosion was the word bomb.
From their transit van, abandoned askew just 200 yards from where the War Cabinet was meeting, they launched a mortar attack that only narrowly missed their target.
I was sitting right next to John Major at the cabinet table. I put my hand on his head quite instinctively and pushed him down under the table. Indeed, I was going down pretty fast myself, and various other members of the War Cabinet were adopting not altogether heroic poses, hardly surprising.
And we stayed crouched under the table for a short while, and then we left and went to different parts of the building. I went down to a secure room.
I knew enough about this drill to know what was happening, and reckoning this was the safest place, I stuck by him, and we got into this safe room.
And the press was told that the War Cabinet had continued almost without a break. Well, that was one way of putting it.
But it was very close. Another 10 or 12 feet nearer, and it would actually have come through the cabinet window, and half the cabinet, I think, would have perhaps not survived it.
The IRA's mortar attack put paid to Adams' peace initiative.